stars from 13 stars. Hey, you, fan or a great or fan number one of Psycho. Choo, choo, choo. Let's go together to discuss chapters, let me think, 6 and 7. They are short chapters, but Norman Bates is in action. In action? What do I mean by inaction? Murdering people or in action? Inaction in Hollywood. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on with our main character, favorite character, Norman Bates. To begin with, Dr. Claiborne is there at the asylum, okay? And he receives a call. In fact, the call is not exactly for him. The call is for Dr. Steiner, who is traveling. So he takes the call. The call is from Enterprise Productions, and the man on the other line of the telephone talks about a script that Dr. Steiner had received last week, and he should have given an okay or declined the okay, but he hadn't done. Dr. Claiborne is not getting exactly what's going on, but the fact is that Enterprise Production is writing a script about Bates' case, soon to be a motion picture. Oh, OMG! Dr. Claiborne is dumbfounded because he doesn't know anything about it. And by the way, the title of the motion picture would be The Crazy Lady. I mean, the film is gonna be about Norma Bates, the personality Norma Bates, not exactly Norman Bates. Okay, I don't know. I didn't read the script, but the fact is that Dr. Claiborne thinks it's like bullshit. That he thinks is this Steiner and this producer is they are of their minds because come on, he's a sick person, not exactly a film star, okay? Another curious fact is that the lady that will perform the role of Mary Crane looks like Mary Crane. When I was reading, I had the impression that this woman would be Lila. Do you remember in Cycle 1 that Lila and Mary, they look alike? And it was the first thing that came to my mind. Hold this information, it must be true. Well, in the course of this conversation, Claiborne says that he's gonna read the script, but he cannot give an answer. Okay. Disco says okay, and they hang. A nurse from the asylum arrives in Dr. Claiborne's room and says, "Come on, Claiborne, we have a problem at the library." OMG, yeah, they figure out that Norman had gone, and Claiborne blames at first sight Sister Barbara. But as soon as he arrives at the library, he sees the dead white body of Sister Barbara there with the rosary wrapped on her neck. So, how did Norman manage to kill her? Strangling her with the rosary. That's terrible, okay? Terrible way to kill people. Please don't do it. By the way, please don't kill people at all. Um, Claiborne can't believe his eyes. And this is how it ends, chapter 6. Chapter 7 is opened with Norman Bates in the saga for matches. Remember, he has to set fire on the van and the corpse of Sister Coppertine that lays on the back seat. Um, he's driving, heading to Fairview. Do you remember it? Yes, hold this information. On the street, to be more specific, on the sidewalk, under a lot of rain, there is this guy called Bull Killer. Okay, he's heading to Fairview as well for some illicit business. Okay, I'm not gonna get into details about it. And he's holding a sign over his head to try to protect himself from the rain. He's waiting for a lift because he has no money as he had cashed his tickets, his bus ticket for there. And he's waiting for someone, some good soul to stop and drive him there. Some cars have already passed, but because of his appearance, stereotyping, nobody stopped to give him a lift. But it's all that Norman Bates needed. Somebody to sit in the passenger seat with matches. And yes, Bo Killer has matches, okay? In the course of the way there to Fairvale, they talk about some amenities, and Norman Bates, still dressed as a nun, okay, asks Bull if he's from Fairvale. He says yes, and he asks about Sam Loomis. Okay, so we know that Norman Bates is looking for Sam Loomis. Oh my God, what would be there? A revenge? But revenge against what? Sam Loomis didn't do anything for against Bates. I don't know, but he's heading there to find Sam Loomis. Okay. Well, Bull Killer asks if he has the permission to smoke, and yes, while he's getting the matches and lighting the cigarettes and etc., Norman Bates, still as an unbolds his body, lends it, gets some iron thing, and stuck it in Bow Killer's jaws. Okay, this is the end of Bow Killer, and I think this is the beginning for Bates because now he has all the tools necessary to set fire in the van and start a brand new life. Ah, he has clothes because Bow Killer was wearing ordinary clothes. Waiting for you next week, my stars, with chapters, more chapters of Psycho. Choo, choo, choo!